What's going on, guys? Faux Games here, and today I have for you a huge Madden 17 leak. This is probably one of the biggest ones we've had in recent years. Usually they always get leaked, but never this big. We got the full list of base team captains, base flashbacks, and base legends that are going to be there on day one when the game comes out. We don't have their overalls, although we can imagine that they're somewhere in the low to mid 90 range. Probably none above 94-ish, and none below about 88-ish, I would say. But without further ado, I know you guys want to see it, so let's crack right into this with the first set of players. This is all coming from my man on Instagram, Madden17_news. Apparently, he has a hookup, and this has been reported a couple times before by other YouTubers, so if you guys have seen this already, I apologize. But basically, how it works is Madden Mobile got, an update recently, and it's not in the game yet, but you can kind of go into the game's files and look at all the stuff that's going to be coming in the next update, because they already put it into the game, so they're ready, so you can just play it as soon as the game releases. And this is what they found. Now, I'm going to let you guys know right now that there is rumored to be a 95 overall DeAndre Hopkins, and you get him from completing every team's captain set. However, I don't think this is going to be making its way to console, as a lot of things on mobile do not make their way to console. Like a great example of this is last year they had the 99 Gronk for doing the domination thing, and that did not even find its way to console even at the end of the year. So I believe that this Team Master Captain set thing is going to be one of those things that does not come. So don't get too pumped up. I'm sure you still will get a nice DeAndre Hopkins card at base, probably around the 87, 88 overall range, and I'm sure he'll get upgrades throughout the year. So don't sweat that one too much. But let's jump right into these flashback players, shall we? Starting us off, guys, we got Nick Foles. Great player when he was on the Eagles that one year, and they led him to the playoffs where they did unfortunately lose to the Saints in the wild card round. But he had a very big year that year. It was kind of like a breakout year, and it was really the only year he performed well. Of course, past year he's on the Rams. Now he just got signed by the, I believe, Chiefs to be a backup, and his career is kind of down spiraled ever since he got out of college. And he had that one good year with the Eagles, and I'd imagine that's where he's going to be having his flashback card. And then we got DeMarco Murray, who of course had his huge campaign, Offensive Player of the Year campaign. Didn't quite win it though. A couple years ago, back when he was on the Cowboys, now he's on the Titans. And his year with the Eagles last year was a big bust. So this is definitely going to be a hyped up card, because he was a beast that year on the Cowboys. Set all kinds of records, broke the records that Emmitt Smith set for that franchise. And he's definitely a beast card. And then coming up next, we got Keenan Allen. And he's only been around for a couple years. He's a rather young guy, still at 24. Last year he was on a tear, but I can't see them giving him a one-year flashback card. So that's why I'm thinking he's going to go back to his rookie year, this flashback card, where he was a Rookie of the Year candidate, and he won it in a couple of different awards, but he didn't win the NFLPA one for Rookie of the Year. But I think they're going to try to go on ahead and implement some rookie flashbacks that aren't so great. They might be like an 87, 88 overall, just to kind of let other people get flashbacks too. Because next up we got this Jared Cook. Obviously, it's probably going to be from when he was on the Titans far ago. And I don't even know what I just tried to say there. But yeah, Jared Cook on the Titans looks like a nice flashback. Ryan Claddy, of course, two-time first-team All-Pro on the Broncos. Pretty obvious there. It's going to be probably around the 2008-2009 zone. Mario Williams, thinking it's going to be when he was on the Texans, because that's also when he was on the first-team All-Pro. Lawrence Timmons and Aldon Smith, they got ones this year. They get them just about every year. Flashbacks to their previous selves on the 49ers and Steelers. And then Janoris Jenkins, another guy that I think they might give one of these new flashback rookie cards to, because he has not had too much experience in the NFL, still rather young, but he did play rather well his rookie season, almost got a Rookie of the Year defensive nod, but didn't quite earn it. And then Reggie Nelson capping it off. He was on the Bengals for a while, he was on the Jaguars before that, now he's on the Raiders. Last year he was his first All-Pro nod, and I feel like it's going to be a flashback to last year. Even though they don't often do that, I think they're just going to do that because his Jacksonville days weren't too memorable, and I don't think it would be worth giving him a rookie flashback. But now, guys, let's dive into the base legends that are coming out this year. Okay, guys, and what a bunch of legends we've got here. Some new, some old, but we got a couple familiar faces. John Elway seems like he's been a base legend almost the entire year, and he's implemented into just about every Madden game. Same can be said for Emmitt Smith. Glad to see they're bringing him back, and this year as a base legend. Last year he wasn't too affordable, as his lowest overall card was a 98 overall, but this year the fact that he's getting a base legend will make him around the 93-ish overall, so that's good for people who can't really buy the expensive cards, but still want to have Emmitt Smith on their team. Same could be said for John Elway. Just like this year, he was kind of the quarterback to go to at the start of the year. Either him or the Style Master, which I'm waiting for the Style Master to be leaked too. But it looks like he's going to be in the same 93-ish overall range he was last year. Then Herman Moore, he was a base legend last year, but he was in one of the gifts, so he was really hard to get, and he wasn't really well known until his Ultimate Legend card came out. But I feel like this year he's going to be a little bit more common, maybe even a 91-ish overall receiver. And let's see if he's still a glitch with face catching and aggressive catching. And then we got Dallas Clark, who has never been in a Madden, not that I remember. Not sure if he was in Madden 25. I'm pretty sure he wasn't, but he's definitely going to be a cool addition to the roster for the Legends. And then we got Anthony Munoz, another guy who's been about in every Madden, and he's just a beast every year. He gets a high overall card, always gets an Ultimate Legend or some sort of upgrade, and he'll definitely be the go-to left tackle. And Dallas Clark, guys, I think he's replacing Shannon Sharp for what Shannon Sharp's been doing the last few years as a base legend, because I feel like he's always in the game, but I guess Dallas Clark's going to be taking over now. And then we got Javon Curse, who made his first appearance in a while this year in Madden. He actually got his Ultimate Legend card, and that was the first card he got, which was kind of weird, but whatever. He's going to be a good DN that you can have on your team. Kind of reminds me of like a Deacon Jones. And yeah, so then we got Kevin Green next. He's a big-time Packer player, and he's just going to be a linebacker. I'm not sure if he was inside or outside linebacker, but he's just going to be a cool guy to have, as well as Ray, and I know I'm about to butcher this name, Nintashishk. I can't even say that, but he was another, I believe, linebacker for the Steelers, and he was definitely an inside linebacker, played alongside Jack Ham, who I hope we'll see return this year, and all those other great linebackers. And then we got Lawyer Milloy, Patriot safety, says safety for the base legends, and Champ Bailey. Not sure what year that's going to be. Hoping it's the Redskins cornerback version of him, because that's when he was probably in his prime, either then or with the Broncos. But yeah, so those are your legends. Now let's get into these team captain players. Okay, guys, and once again, I'm not sure if that Team Hero Master Set's going to be in console, but if it is, that DeAndre Hopkins would be really cool to see. But let's jump right into it. The 49ers hero is Eric Reed, nice safety, and I do believe it's going to be like the same format last year where you got to get those teams gold and silver players and a couple elites and maybe some badges. And we'll see how they incorporate the captain tokens this year. But then you also got Kyle Long, who I feel like is always the team's captain. And ignore where it says hero. I'm sure it's the same thing as captain. But he's a guard. Then we got Ray Malaluga for the Bengals. Nice linebacker. Charles Clay for the Bills. Good run blocking tight end. And then we got T.J. Ward for the Broncos. There's another safety. Paul Kruger for the Browns. Another linebacker. Charles Sims, very interesting running back for the Bucks right there. Then Cardinals hero is David Johnson, which I really think he's deserving of a really high overall card. Hopefully he'll get a 99 one because he performed great last year, and I think he's going to keep it up this year. Then the Chargers got Joe Barksdale, the tackle. Chiefs got Alex Smith. That's a really cool card right there. I'm going to try to get that card. He seems like he's going to be the Colin Kaepernick that started off this year as the 49ers captain, and he might be a card to get. Then we got the Colts, who got Anthony Costanzo. He's a tackle. Cowboys got DeMarcus Lawrence, a D-end. Dolphins got Mike Pouncey, a center. And the Eagles have the defensive tackle Beanie Logan as their team captain. And keeping it going for the Falcons, Andy Levitre, a guard. Giants have Jason Pierre-Paul. I don't really think he's going to be doing too much this season. He really didn't do anything last season. So they're probably giving him this card just so he can get a base upgrade from his regular one. Then the Jaguars got the outside linebacker, Telvin Smith. That guy is a cheese card here. He has a golden ticket in Madden 16. And I'm sure he'll be just as fast and just as good as a coverage outside linebacker as he was this year. Then the Jets have the center, Nick Mangold. Lions have the inside linebacker, Stephen Tulik. I believe they're going to release him, though, so we'll see how that works out. Packers have the cornerback, Sam Shields, for the second straight year. Panthers have the guard, Try Turner. Patriots get Malcolm Butler, so there's another nice cornerback that might be good to pick up. Then the Raiders have Mario Edwards Jr., a DN. Rams have Alec Ogletree, a outside linebacker. Ravens have the receiver, Kamar Aiken. Seahawks also have a receiver in Tyler Lockett. Redskins have Kirk Cousins as a second quarterback, and the Saints have Delvin Breaux, another cornerback. He's probably going to be like the Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie of this year. And then the Steelers have Mike Mitchell, who could play cornerback or safety, but he's probably going to be a safety from his base card. And now let's get on to the final set of captain cards. And ending it off, we got for the Texans, Vince Wilfork. For the Titans, Jalston Fowler. And for the Vikings, Stephon Diggs. Interesting selection of cards by those last three. Definitely think that Stephon Diggs is going to be a speed demon. But let me know down below in the comments what you like, what you don't like, and what you think should be in Madden 17. I'm going to keep you up to date on all the latest news and info. So make sure to like and subscribe for more. And I will see you guys next time.